Instant. Walking. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Please be seated. I can't see. Distinguished members of the stage party, faculty, staff, friends of the college, graduating students, and guests, good evening. I'm Geraldine DeBurley, the Vice President of Academic Affairs, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 51st commencement exercises of Springfield Technical Community College. For so many in the room tonight is a realization not only of dreams, but of tremendous effort. We celebrate the accomplishments of those graduating and recognize the support and the love of the families and friends without whom tonight would not have been possible. Buenas noches y bienvenidos a todos. Para muchos en la sala, esta noche es una realización no solo de sueños, sino de un tremendo esfuerzo. Celebramos los logros de aquellos que se gradúan y reconocemos el apoyo y el amor de las familias y amigos sin los cuales esta noche no hubiera sido posible. Felicitaciones a todos. Congratulations to all. Please stand for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem. I call upon the Putman Academy Junior Marine Corps cadets for the presentation of the colors. Please be seated. Okay. You may have noticed that some of our graduates are wearing a red, white, and blue cord this evening. These cords have been given to each of our veterans, 47 in this year's graduating class, to honor as we honor their service to our country. At this time, I ask for all veterans and service members in the arena to stand and be recognized. Thank you. The college now welcomes Rosa Sanchez Santiago of the class of 2018 to offer the invocation. Rosa will graduate with honors tonight from the Liberal Arts General Studies program and plans to continue her education in sociology at UMass Amherst in the fall. Last week, she received the Jean and Jim Genesee Honorary Scholarship, and at last night's honors convocation, she was awarded the prestigious Lucille Goodson Parks Award in the past year. She served as chair of the Student Ambassadors Program. Rosa?
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to read Promise Yourself from the Optimist Creed. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. To talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. To make all your friends feel like there is something in them. To look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true. To think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the successes of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living person you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosa, for your inspirational reading. It is now my pleasure to introduce the chair of the STCC Board of Trustees, Christopher Johnson. A partner in the law firm of Johnson, Scafani, and Moriarty, Trustee Johnson currently serves as president of the Agawam City Council. He previously served 5 terms as the first mayor of the city of Agawam. As chair of the school committee, he oversaw the rewrite of the entire pre-K to grade 12 curricula and the implementation of the new education reform law. Trustee Johnson is a graduate of the American International College and Western New England University School of Law. Please join me in welcoming the chair of our Board of Trustees, Christopher Johnson.
Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer our congratulations to the class of 2018. Tonight, we will award over 1,000 diplomas and certificates to this year's graduating class. Our graduates range in age from 19 to 73. With over half our graduates being over the age of 25. I would like to share just a few simple pieces of advice that have served me well during my career in politics and the law. They may seem like cliches, but they've stood the test of time. 2 valuable pieces of advice I initially learned from my parents, but were reinforced when I was elected the first mayor of my hometown city. I had the good fortune of meeting 2 very wise mayors at the first meeting of the Mass Mayors Association. Each had served in their respective city for well over 20 years, and they told me to do 2 simple things: work hard and be honest. They said there's no substitute for hard work, and no good things will happen in your life or your city without investing your blood, sweat, and tears. They also said to be honest, because we all make mistakes, and people are more willing to forgive your mistakes if you shoot straight and tell the truth. The next piece of advice I learned from my dad. He said, learn from your mistakes. He always said that if you're not making mistakes, then you're not moving forward. Comfort and complacency breed stagnation and ultimately lead to failure. You must continually move forward and never be afraid to try and reinvent the wheel. Many times it's only through trial and error that innovation is born. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to extend special thanks to all the wonderful, talented, motivated faculty and staff, most of which are flanking the graduates on either side. All of the graduates are the result of all of your hard work. So on behalf of the board, thank you very much. Finally, it seems that political correctness has seemingly done away with winners and losers and replaced them with participation medals. But life has not. I'm confident that with a degree or certificate from STCC as a cornerstone of your skill set, you will all be winners. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations and best wishes for continued success in all your future endeavors.
Thank you, Trustee Johnson. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 6th President of Springfield Technical Community College, Dr. John B. Cook. Since Dr. Cook began leading the college 2 years ago, STCC has created a 3+1 RN to BSN nursing pathway with Westfield State University, a bachelor's degree in manufacturing from Northeastern University, which is now offered on the STCC campus. In partnership with Holyoke Community College and MGM Springfield, the Massachusetts Casino Career Training Institute opened in downtown Springfield. The launching of new degrees, including online business options, as well as biomedical engineering technology. Dr. Cook is passionately committed to our community and, most importantly, to the mission of Springfield Technical Community College. He serves on boards throughout our region and is a proud resident of the city of Springfield. He holds a Bachelor's of Science from St. Lawrence University, a master's degree from UMass Lowell, and a PhD from the University of New Hampshire. Ladies and gentlemen, our president, Dr. John B. Cook.
Thank you, Dr. DeBorley. Good evening. My sincere thanks to our tremendous Board of Trustees, and together with our faculty and staff gathered here this evening, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our graduates and to your family, friends, and loved ones. Tonight we celebrate our 51st commencement, and what a wonderful evening for Springfield Technical Community College. To the class of 2018, you will read in our program that the Latin words on our seal say, "Preparing today for tomorrow." That tomorrow is today, and you are indeed well prepared by the many programs we have at this unique institution. Graduates, please know we are very proud of your determination and your will to graduate after 2 years, and for many of you after 4, 5, or 6 years of persistence. Many of you are parents, many of you work 2 and sometimes 3 jobs. After stitching together childcare, you navigated a schedule that included coming to campus, staying up late with an online course, and sustaining your families. Your will is a credit to this institution. As you move forward to that career in healthcare, as you launch your small business, as you enter the world of manufacturing, as you apply for that full-time firefighter job, as you transfer to Westfield State, UMass Amherst, and to the many of our private colleges in the region, I am grateful knowing your learning has been done with your hands, with your heart, and with your head. You have learned in all of those unique labs we have across campus. You have learned about initiative and cooperation. I am grateful that you will be that continuing student and that employing colleague, growing, working, improving, elevating, and with grace and civility. I thank you for bringing your knowledge, preparedness, and kindness to what is next in your journey as a human being. To the class of 2018, I'm excited for you. Best wishes and congratulations. And now let's take a moment to celebrate our STCC community. It is now my special honor to introduce this evening's commencement speaker, Attorney Frederick Hurst. A longtime Springfield resident and passionate civil rights activist, Attorney Hurst is publisher of the Free Community News magazine and African American Point of View. His legal career includes serving as Commissioner, Administrative Law Judge with the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination. A former trustee on the College Board of Trustees, Attorney Hurst holds degrees from DePaul University School of Law and Howard University. Please join me in offering a warm welcome to Attorney Rick Hurst.
I love the diversity. It's incredible, and it's not new. It's getting better and better. I want to say good evening to Dr. Cook, the faculty and the staff, and to you visitors, and to my wife of 54 years, who I hear is in the audience. I'm certain they put her in the audience to make certain they didn't go too long. And I want to say good evening especially to you graduates. And I want to give a special shout out to graduate Charisma Roach, who just this month made our magazine for a wonderful job she got at MGM. And another shout out to Elizabeth Garrett Leak and her granddaughter, Edacia Garrett. I think that's the... Both are graduating from STCC this year at the same time. Congratulations to each and every one of you graduates. You've joined the ranks of the credentialed. And trust me, you'll benefit from your accomplishment from this day on. There are too many who simply won't make the sacrifice that you've all made. Know that the people around you are very, very proud of you. And those who came before you and those who will be coming after you look upon this august accomplishment with the deepest admiration, as do I. And as does your president, Dr. John Cook, who had the courage to invite me here to speak on this great occasion. I say courage because I am a controversial person. And you'll see that before I end my talk. My very short talk, very short. Unless you want me to give a very long talk. One reason I'm controversial is that I regularly speak truth to power. I've always spoken truth to power. And I've always been willing to live with the consequences of speaking truth to power. And as some of you may know, the consequences are very real. And oftentimes they're very severe. And they're severe for both we who speak truth to power and to those with the courage to support those who speak truth to power. But the fact is that if nobody speaks truth to power, the powerful are left to go unchecked. And our republic, which was put in place by some of the most committed people in the history of the world, would not have survived and still will not survive if we lose the voices of those who are willing to speak truth to power, which is why the media is so very important. And I know you've heard it before, but you really need to hear it again, and as often as possible. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. As a student of power, I've seen the capacity to corrupt I've seen power corrupt many of the nicest people. I've also seen it corrupt some of the worst people. The current president, don't get mad at me, is chipping away at some of our most valuable institutions, while a Republican-ruled Congress does little to stop it. And it seems like the only consistent barrier between the current administration and the collapse of the rule of law is the media. I'm lucky to own a newspaper. I love to write. It's very liberating, so if you ever want to offer some writings to our paper, I'd be glad to accept it. But much of what I write is tough love toward people in power. Our own mayor couldn't possibly have been happy about my recent article about his attack on a church that lent sanctuary to an undocumented Peruvian immigrant who the feds wanted to deport. He's a nice guy, so I don't really want you to think I don't like him. But his behavior under these circumstances was not good. The Peruvian woman had been in Springfield for 17 years. She had married an American, and together they had 2 kids who were also American. The mayor blurred the important distinction between a sanctuary city and a church sanctuary and tried to bully the church through his code enforcement department and through removal of the religious nonprofit tax status of the church. even though in fact he never had the power to do the latter. His behavior had to be confronted by somebody. We haven't heard much on the matter from the mayor lately. He's gone, he's gotten suddenly and wisely silent on the matter before the media led the battle to confront his abuse of power. I mean, the media really shut him up. Some refer to it as the power of the press, which often angers powerful politicians and their allies and makes people like me who write about them controversial. But know this, the geniuses who had the foresight to write freedom of the press into our Constitution knew precisely what they were doing. So I appreciate being invited here today by Dr. Cook, who must know that some will not be happy about it. I speak truth to power because I can. And because I can, like many in the media, I feel an obligation to do so. The invitation to speak here today sends two messages. One is that speaking truth to power is okay. The other is that supporting those who speak truth to power is okay too. Not everybody has the courage to confront power, and many who have the courage lack a platform. But every single one of you should be willing to accept responsibility for supporting those who do. That's the least you can do. America needs you today more than any other time, so don't hesitate. Now, I didn't intend to be political today, but I just couldn't figure a way not to be. And so, I hate to do this, but speaking of politics, Colin Kaepernick. Some people call him Colin Kaepernick. He chose to confront power through legitimate protest. And whether you approve or disapprove of his methods is your business alone. But it's not your business or anybody else's to deny him his constitutional rights. And in fact, if you're true to the values articulated in our Constitution, you will defend the right of Colin Kaepernick to protest as he has chosen. You may not like it, but defend it you must. As my white friend, Ron Chamelis, an honest man who I often disagree with, and I don't think he agrees with the methods of Kaepernick, wrote in The Republican recently, "The rights of Americans are not supposed to be determined by mob rule, even if the mob is a stadium of 60,000 fans or a national TV audience." Now, the people who write for our newspaper, an African-American point of view, are from all races and all walks of life. It is a diversity that enriches our messaging, just as the diversity at STC enriched your education. One of my favorite writers is a white, female, inner-city Springfield school teacher who, through an article in our publication, had the courage to reveal how she felt about football players kneeling during the national anthem. She didn't like it one single bit. She must have known that I wouldn't agree with her point of view. That's why I think she had a lot of courage. And I didn't agree with her point of view. But I had the professional integrity to print her article because I knew hers was an honest point of view from a woman I knew to have impeccable integrity and who doesn't seem to have a racist bone in her body. She felt a genuine level of frustration over the protests by primarily black NFL players who were being portrayed as unpatriotic by primarily white folks. It was obvious that her frustration was honest, while others who shared many of her same concerns were not so honest. And it was not difficult to distinguish between the two. As I said, she was without a racist bone in her body. So in the next issue of Point of View, of course, I wrote an article in defense of Kaepernick that would enlighten any honest person who read it and would inflame the dishonest ones. I'm pleased to report that the article served the purpose well. I'm not going to go into details on the article because that was not my purpose of bringing the subject up. But if you're interested, just visit our website at fmpov.com and you can read it. The real message I'm trying to convey is about the importance of integrity. People who possess integrity can agree and disagree agreeably, and sometimes even help change the world for the better. My friend David Woods wrote in the article of his blog in which he described integrity as honesty, truthfulness, moral character, loyalty, commitment, compassion, faithfulness, and more. I like to include openness. And he emphasized, as it relates to leadership, integrity is everything. And you all will need that when you go forth from here. Just as you work to earn a degree that will allow you to move up in the world if you work hard at it, if you value and nurture your integrity and protect it with a passion, you will also help to make a world a much better place, and others will admire and value your opinion. It's the most important thing that you can carry with you. Now, before I go, I have to make one final point, maybe two. Like the old soldier said, freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't free. Somebody has to fight for it, and prices have to be paid. And if Colin Kaepernick didn't know that, he should have known that. More often than not, the price of protest is some form of punishment. Some pay with their lives, others are beaten down, while some just go to jail. And others, like Kaepernick, suffer a loss of their careers and financial ruin. But those many folks who we read about and see on TV being unjustly killed by rogue cops who go unpunished should weigh on everybody's conscience. Black lives do matter. And something must change. Colin Kaepernick took it on his shoulders to become the catalyst for change through simple, silent, but very controversial, nonviolent protests. And though I feel for him personally, it should come to no surprise to him or anyone else that just as he chose to become the catalyst, he assumed the cost, just as many others have done before him. It has always been the American way. It's how this country was born and how the civil rights of women, African Americans, and many others were won. And it's how we may yet have to sacrifice to defend our hard-won rights that are being threatened by the current political turmoil. It's not over yet. And if need be, trust me, many of us who've been there before are prepared to take to the battlefield once more, no matter what the price. Freedom is that important. one last word, and I promise this is the last word. I know you've heard that the saying, be the best that you can be. I always add a little more to it. As I tell my adult children, they rarely listen. Don't just be the best that you can be. Be the best you that you can be. Don't waste your time trying to be the best somebody else that you can be, because it doesn't work at all. Go out there with your new degree and try to be the best you that you can be. And by the time you reach my age, which I'm not going to tell you, you'll enjoy the pleasure of knowing that you have achieved the highest and most valued of life accomplishments. And just as important, in the process of striving to become the best you can be, to quote William Shakespeare, to thine own self be true. I thank you so very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hurst. It is now my honor to introduce our next speaker, Raymond E. Phoenix II, to give greetings on behalf of the class of 2018. Ray will be graduating with highest honors tonight with an Associate in Science and Computer Information Technologies. At last night's honors convocation, he was recognized for being one of only 19 graduates to achieve a perfect 4.0 grade point average. He was also awarded the Outstanding Achievement Award from his department. Ray plans to secure employment in the IT field while his wife furthers her education. Please welcome Ray Phoenix.
Good evening to President Cook, the Board of Trustees, Attorney Hurst, faculty, staff, all the friends and family who have joined us, and of course, the incredible class of 2018. I'd like to start by asking everyone to pause and join me for a quiet moment of reflection to think about all the people who have helped get us to this point. Each family member, each mentor, each teacher, each friend. Stop and acknowledge the pride they have for us and the deep gratitude we feel for them. It's okay, I'll wait. Thank you. When asked to prepare some words for tonight, I thought of something author John Green said when speaking at the 2013 Butler University Commencement. He said, "The whole idea of this commencement speech is that I'm supposed to offer you some thoughts on how you might live a good life out there in the so-called real world, which, by the way, I assure you is no more or less real than the one in which you have so far found yourselves." That really resonated with me. STCC is full of students who already have at least 1 foot solidly in that real world. Whether you're like me and have returned to school after being away, or came here fresh out of high school, I have yet to meet a student without a job or jobs and/or family to manage while working to reach the finish line that we are all celebrating tonight. Every single one of you has shown that you know how to make that happen. So what can I add to that? Perhaps I can add the benefit of the extra years it took me to get here. My personal journey from high school to this stage took 20 years, 4 attempts at 6 majors at 3 colleges, 5 jobs, 2 amazing children, Viola and Oliver, 1 incredible wife, Alicia. What comes from all of that? Never be afraid to change. When speaking to the 2011 graduating class of Dartmouth College, Conan O'Brien said, "Your path at 22 will not necessarily be your path at 32 or 42. One's dream is constantly evolving, rising and falling, changing course. Whatever you think your dream is now, it will probably change, and that's okay." I'm 38, and in my experience, he is exactly right. So when you leave this hall tonight, follow those dreams. Work hard at them, own them and make them real. Change them when you must. And to borrow from John Green one more time, don't forget to be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. On special occasions such as this one, the college may, with the authority of its Board of Trustees, award an honorary degree to an individual who has given extraordinary service to the college, the community, or the nation. This year, we are pleased to posthumously grant an honorary degree to Marian Tomlinson. May I please ask her children, Aria, Marissa, and Jordan, to join me on stage. Marian Tomlinson was a single mother of 3 teenage children when she enrolled in the Clinical Laboratory Technician program at STCC. At the time, she was in remission after 2 bouts with cancer. She stated her reason for enrolling in the program was to gain the skills to work in a cancer research, to be part of the innovations and discoveries that would lead to greater successes in that battle against cancer. At the beginning of the 3rd semester of this 4th semester program, Marian was diagnosed with a new cancer, a lymphoma. She addressed this new development in her life with energy and positivity, focusing on beating it and completing the program. During the winter break, January 2012, Marian lost her battle with cancer. Her heartbroken classmates initiated an ongoing scholarship in her name so that she would be recognized and remembered. Tonight, we honor Marian Tomlinson with an honorary degree from Springfield Technical Community College and recognition of the education journey she began and the inspiration she continues to provide her family, students, faculty, and staff.
At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Trustee Frank Quigley, Jr. to present the Distinguished Alumni Award. A graduate of the class of 1977 in civil engineering, Mr. Quigley is president of FD Quigley & Associates in Wilbraham. Trustee Quigley received the STCC Distinguished Alumni Award in 2010 and currently serves as president of the STCC Foundation Board of Directors, as well as vice chair of our Board of Trustees. Trustee Quigley?
Thank you, Dr. Burley. My congratulations to the class of 2018. In a few moments, you will be graduating and will no longer be an STCC student. As the alumni trustee, I would be remiss to not welcome you to be among a special select membership group in the STCC Alumni Association. Your Alumni Association welcomes you. We welcome your time, we welcome your talents, and of course we welcome your generosity. But let's get a job first. At this time, I am honored this evening to present the 2018 Distinguished Alumni Award. This year's recipient is Myrta Cologne Groneveld. If she'd come to the stage, please. Myrta's public higher education journey began shortly after she came to Springfield from Puerto Rico to seek medical care for her young son. Myrta enrolled at STCC in English as a second language, then graduated with an associate's degree in early childhood education. Then she proceeded and ultimately transferred to Westfield State University and then on to the University of Connecticut, and earned a bachelor's degree and then a master's degree in mathematics. As a National Academic Transformation Scholar, Myrta mentors and trains college and university faculty across the country. Tonight, in recognition of her commitment to the transformative power of public higher education, we are proud to honor Myrta Cologne Groneveld as the 2018 Distinguished Alum of Springfield Technical Community College.
Last evening at the college's honors convocation, we presented awards to 19 graduates of the class of 2018 who maintain a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average throughout their academic studies at the college. Because of this distinctive accomplishment, I would like for us to recognize them all at once. At this time, I would ask for the 19 recipients of this outstanding academic achievement to please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to ask Malachi Vivenzio to present the class gift.
President Cook, it is my honor to present to you the class gift. The class of 2018 will be providing funds to purchase outdoor seating for the grounds of Building 19, the Ira H. Rubenzoll Student Learning Commons.
Thank you, Malachi. I'm honored to present the college's annual award to the Outstanding Faculty Member of the Year. I'm pleased to announce the recipient, Professor of Physics Beth McGinnis Kavanaugh. If she would please join me on the stage. Professor McGinnis Kavanaugh, a graduate of STCC's Engineering and Science Transfer Program, holds a bachelor's and master's degree in civil engineering from the University of Massachusetts Amherst. She began her teaching career at the college in 2003. Her commitment to increasing the number of young women pursuing degrees in the field of science, technology, engineering, and math led her to establish the college's chapter of the Society of Women Engineers. Her collaboration with Smith College on the National Science Foundation grant Through My Window is inspiring young girls throughout our region to visualize themselves as scientists, technologists, engineers, and mathematicians. Professor McGinnis-Kavanaugh was recently honored by Governor Charlie Baker as an outstanding faculty mentor at the Department of Higher Education's 29 Who Shine ceremony at the State House. As her student and a member of tonight's class of 2018, Lanisha Rosario stated, Professor Beth McGinnis-Kavanaugh, my mentor since my first semester at STIC, helped me grow as a female engineer. The privilege of knowing Beth as an influential woman, leader, friend, and professor has been a true blessing. I am honored to recognize Professor McGinnis-Kavanaugh as our Outstanding Faculty of the Year. Come on. Congratulations, Beth. Chair Johnson, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I am pleased to present 254 candidates for the degree of Associate in Arts, 622 candidates for the degree of Associate in Science, 36 candidates for certificates, and 122 candidates for certificates of completion. Will the entire graduating class please rise? I'm pleased to present Christopher Johnson, Chair of the STCC Board of Trustees, to authorize the granting of degrees and certificates.
This is what we're waiting for. As chair of the Springfield Technical Community College Board of Trustees, and by the authority conferred by the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education, I'm honored to authorize the awarding of the Associate in Arts and the Associate in Science degrees and certificates of completion to those candidates who, in the judgment of the college, have successfully met the requirements for graduation. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please be seated. I would like to call upon the faculty marshals, Professor Trish McPeak-LaRocca of the Nursing Department and Professor Philip O'Donoghue of the English Department to announce the graduates. I ask the student marshals, Laura Tompkins and Sarah Mauser, to please escort the candidates. To confer the degrees on the candidates, would Chair Johnson and Trustee Quigley please come forward? President Cook is also coming forward. And the marshals are to escort the candidates. And that's it.
Anna Gabriela Burgos.
Tram Dieppe.
Olivia Joelle Malone.
Alexander Sierra.
Stephanie Marie Rodriguez.
Marita Aneta Hernandez.
Jamilex Morales.
Monica Rodriguez.
Ton Tan Hung.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Celestino Martinez.
Jimmy A. Rosario.
Taisha Aponte.
Tyler M. Feinstein.
Andrea Ezel.
Natalie Garcia.
Rodrigo Bastillo.
Sarah Elizabeth Lopez.
Isaiah Sorrell Graves.
Jarrell William Love.
Malachi Isaiah Vivenzio.
Rosa M. Sanchez Santiago.
Raymond Phoenix II.
Michael Harris.
Shelby E. Howard.
Hillary Betancourt.
Rasheem Smith.
Alexandra Sims.
Nicole Angelique Orales.
Natalie Velez.
Jonathan C. Camacho.
Manny De Leon.
Elia Moore.
Astrid Leanne Rivera.
Lorena Mashuka.
Cheyenne Allen Ferrara.
Janicia LaFortune.
Irma Lean Reyes.
Damani Cogman.
Jorge A. Ayala.
Raina L. Harris.
Felix Perez.
Imani Y. Wilson.
Deshaun Walter Francis.
Lakita Woods.
Erica Marie Ortiz Alvarado.
Sarah Lefkulich.
Luis Alberto Rodriguez.
Liam Patrick Driscoll.
Jahara Gabriel.
Coralise E. Williams.
Lana Katrina Thomas Smith.
Nakisha C. Baker.
Labra M. Pascual.
Whitney Alexandra Stewart.
Rosie Giralt Quesada.
Madison A. Fischetto.
Stephanie Avila Alonso.
Cage J. Sagan.
Zuleika M. Figueroa.
Christine Menutolo.
Jamilex Marie Vega.
Annalie M. De Jesus.
Ashley R. LaBruce.
Regina Hayes.
Tasha Green.
Brennis M. Jumba.
Whitney R. Glynn.
Asjanae Mitchell.
Amena Thomas.
Brianna Lynn Bernard.
Carolyn Marie Bird.
Amanda Elizabeth Hilario.
Kaylee E. Rogers.
Jennifer L. Tusignant.
Latoya V. DePisa.
Kay Shalene Orocho.
Emily Elizabeth Toro Matun.
Desiree Santiago.
Ariana S. Lopez.
Vanessa Ann Brown.
Sheila Fluellen.
Aaron Ronaldo Washington.
Sally E. Roberge.
Jensen Taylor Ducharme.
Najma B. Hussein.
Badai Sarki.
Jorge L. Ocasio.
Namala Adukari.
Kelly Ann Lopez.
Tina Lee White.
Jessica M. Wyman.
Rebecca Donnelly Treat.
Laureen Marie DiCarlo.
Juana Lene Delgado.
Nora Renee Lemlin.
Glendaliz Gomez Gonzalez.
Sharon Elizabeth Deck.
Aisha Sonia Utero.
Rafael Lopez.
Frederick Watson.
Jakaria Lavinia Bell.
Eddie Molina.
Jaleesa T. Pearson.
Wilson A. Rosario.
Lorna Brown.
Janya N. Hernandez.
Starrett Natasha Houghton.
Madeline Lister.
Abigail Marie Arnold.
Cloralina Avocado Acosta.
Savannah Alexa Morales.
Mia T. Williams.
Jessica Ashton Sulikowski.
Kevin Valdez.
Ashanti Ramos.
Anthony J. Martin.
Veronique Desir.
Annette Q. Ortiz.
Ryan A. Robbins.
Iris J. Ramos.
James Gagnon.
Denise Fuentes.
Emilio Rijo.
Shirley M. Cardona.
Erin Gleason.
Jerry Moore Jr.
Raisa Marie Reyes.
Deanna Morales.
Mark Philip LaRoe.
Montague Teal.
Brenda S. Borowski.
Deshalia Evelyn Hall.
Heather Sue Rosa.
Crystal J. Vaz.
Lily Chang.
Carlos J. Canales.
Mildred L. Felpetto.
Caitlin Marie Holmes.
Lisa Marie Potito.
Jasmine Gracie Thomas.
Keila Marie Sastra.
Rosa M. Rodriguez.
Reina L. Cruz.
Hey, don't leave me hanging. Kendra J. Cole.
Asia Danae Davis.
Lakeisha M. Tillman.
Vincent Michael Placanico.
Latrell K. Tillman.
James Michael Cashmanian Jr.
Marisa B. Perry.
Kimberly Isabel Mattoon.
Carissa L. Treba.
Dalma M. Arroyo.
Jonathan Enrique Hernandez.
Lisa Jeanette Acosta.
Kimberly Yvonne Cameron.
Marlon Craig Washington.
Samantha M. Tuttle.
Edward J. Nieves.
Amanda C. Lee.
Andrea Lee Maldonado Burgos.
Emily's J. Barbosa.
Shelby T. John Doe.
Gail Little.
Nilda S. Paredes Machado.
Shanae Marie Brody.
Tania Janae Eddington.
Kendra L. O'Connor.
Lakita Melinda Flintroy.
Linda C. Baymon.
Jennifer C. Aline.
Diana I. Rivera.
Yvette Stephanie Riles.
Leanne B. Williams.
Mark D. Vega.
Lucy Gishuhi.
Danielle M. Powell.
Jennifer Deo.
Jacqueline J. Kitambi.
Heather L. Gagnon.
Lashawna Nicole Davis.
Tahisha Marie De Jesus.
Ezekiel Nieves.
Amber L. Bigelow.
Umar Reman.
Bianca Cotton.
Michael John Levesque.
Katie Nicole Ilnicki.
Daniel Hubbard Dinsner.
Lauralee A. Boucher.
Arpan Tiwari.
Deslin W. Peart.
Anna Orlov.
Sean R. Griffith.
Jolene M. Blackburn.
Jean Mackeson Cesar.
Sue Hay Castro.
Vashawn Glenn Poon.
Christina E. Anastasvides.
Marta Anna Seiper.
Diana Monahan Brown.
New L. Nguyen.
Jasmine Montes.
New Nugent.
Andrea Bedoya.
Aman Rayad Moonen.
Shakara S. Owens.
Giovanni Victor Carpentieri.
Stacy M. Bowens.
Tatiana M. Garcia.
Niorga de Morales.
John A. Marchand.
Marisol Mora Cueto.
Devin M. Perez.
Alexander B. Farrell.
Michael Thomas Brassard.
Javier Jimenez Jr.
Zakia Scott.
Ashley Rose Auclair.
Amanda Lynn Dupuis.
Damaris L. Morales.
Desiree E. Easley.
Edasia T. Garrett.
Denise Valdez.
Elizabeth A. Garrett Leak.
Thomas S. Deasy.
Venetia Carmen Pellot.
Hafi Faisal Amari.
Michelle Suarez Padilla.
Taha Shakir Kahim.
Jerome J. Jenkins.
Christopher L. Ortega.
Sheldon G. Smith.
Anthony Aviles.
Yadav Mainali.
Nicholas A. Talbot.
Aisha A. Minto.
Jonathan Charles Flanders.
Dionis Franklin Cabriotti.
David E. Rossi.
Kyle T. La Police.
Timothy R. Foley.
Ashley Ann Ryan.
Pavel Modulewski.
Glenn James Consolmagno.
Joseph D. Coffey.
Guillermo E. Quispe.
Colin Arujo.
Janet M. Cummings.
Santa Cecilia Pagan.
Nina N. Bryce.
Sasha Martinez.
Edith Santana.
Maricela Hernandez.
Dawn M. Triplett.
Jenny M. Torres.
Robert R. Setembro.
Cassandra Haskins.
Janet Feliciano.
Tu Ko.
Taina Coral Reyes.
Sabiha Ansari.
Naomi Reyes.
Omeri Cruz.
Sharoya Kraus.
Sherry Marie Gaudet.
Alicia Ortiz.
Mariana Asayev.
Lydia Marie Rodriguez. Michael John Joseph Gregoire.
Tamara Aldali.
Richard Serrano.
Holly Switek.
Charisma E. Roach.
Tanisha Martinez.
Sasha M. Figueroa.
Sarah LaPalme.
Denise McIntyre.
Elisa N. Lopez.
Cynthia E. Gallardo.
Diamond Lee Matos.
Kamala E. Grandy.
Jeremiah David Condon.
Tadeja Murphy. Kashmir Lopez.
Shelby B. Cutting.
Jessica D. Perella.
Azra Afzal.
Obed Audible.
Edward Jakes.
Donovan Narvaez.
Edward Antonio Olmo.
Richard James Marcel.
Alexander Michael Alfano.
Brian Javier Ortiz.
John Thomas Karowski.
Nino Patricio de Souza.
Joseph Pavel Lyons.
Angelina Rosa Cotto.
Kirsten Elizabeth Poole.
Stephen Fines.
Justin Scott Curran.
Michael Joseph Glinka.
Jacob Taylor Donnellan.
Christian Robert McCary.
John Richard Crisati.
Japao Lee.
Zachary Burns.
Krishna Adhikari.
Matthew Robert Nolan.
Zulfikar Kasim Manzi.
Michelle Lisa Giguere.
Daniel Pagan.
Demetrius Hammond.
Christopher J. Fondakowski.
Chris Lee McNabb.
Lynn M. Morrison.
Marisol Nieves.
Elizabeth Marie Alvarado.
Rachel Beth Cronick.
Kimberly A. Russell.
Portia Y. Randall.
Michael W. Perrette.
Jean-Paul Ortiz.
Donald M. Tolles Jones.
Joshua Robert Majewski.
Nathan C. Rickles.
Jared C. Maple.
Jose Robles.
David Anthony Farnham.
Joshua Daniel Del Valle.
Sebastian J. Castillo.
Fernando Luis Rosado.
Nathan Paul Grenier.
Ryan Reel.
Jose M. Labali.
Valentine Bulbuk.
Eric Francis Cross.
Anthony M. Cakeley.
Axel Jose Cruz.
Horace Williamson Jr.
Matthew Tardif.
Joshua Robinson.
Leroy Stevenson.
Timothy Gill.
Kirika T. Brown.
Mitchell J. Kellogg.
Matthew R. Cox.
Michael Patrick Sears.
Timothy D. Burgos.
John Seiper.
Griffin Thomas Connors.
Christian Bonarji Vasquez.
Zoe Nicole Pouliot.
Kenneth Alvarado.
Brandy Lee Fuller.
Cameron D. Wilson.
Hector Ishmael Guzman de Jesus.
Oral Wiggins Robinson.
Vicky Rios.
Robert J. Anderson.
Elizabeth Lolos.
Jerry J. Hodges.
Jocelyn Quinones.
Sania Medina.
Monique Rigo.
Michelle E. Roche.
Bernardo Caraballo.
Darlene Gates Savage.
Karina E. Nunez.
Amanda Estevez.
Yelena Okrimenko.
Efrain A. Ponce Martinez.
Anthony D. Palmer.
Desiree Lynn LaPierre.
Carl F. Dibsky.
Nancy T. Nguyen.
Dominic F. Bonjovi.
David Allen Peichel.
Craig T. Owen.
Pamela Peck.
Tyler Ashley.
Olga Mary Rosario.
Ulysses Luna.
Gerald Anthony Gagnon.
Robert Trevis.
Con Nguyen.
Gregory R. Vashon.
Michael Angelo Grillo.
Trent Joseph Dauphin.
Ryan James Avezi.
Anthony L. Santos Arbo.
Vincent Herrera.
Brian C. Crafts.
Brian Doucette.
David Naraki.
Linecia Marie Rosario.
Daryl J. Sack.
Victoria Ann Vredenberg.
Kathleen Francis Murphy.
Caitlin Frick.
Lisa Basqua Belisario.
Miguel A. Sanchez Diaz.
Cameron Parvez Ayaz.
Jacob Rodriguez.
Annika Dorothea McDonald.
Angie Vanessa Marquez.
Haley A. Stanikmas.
Kazia Lena Frater.
Taylor Shantae Sutherland.
Natalie Lorraine Alvarado.
Brianna May Paul.
Jenna N. Edgley.
Bethany T. Sullivan.
Alex Sedano.
Alexis Nicole Johnson.
Avalon Lee Mateo.
Kimberly Ann Guzman.
Emily Penalbert.
Serena Ray King.
Brittany Johnson.
Adriana Jess Whalen.
Alicia Medina Milan.
Manisha Jones.
Tatiana Petrovna Kapzig.
Amber Caitlin Berseri.
Lilia Nenastin.
Tristina Lee Fay.
Alexandria Mary Yolanda Treitz.
Jessica E. Coomson.
Allison Marie Rashilla.
Miranda R. Bernadera.
Tiffany Codrico.
Melissa Carey Goulet.
Danielle M. Burns.
Hannah Lavar.
Lisa Andrea Campisi.
Waleka Lara.
Taylor Megan Godby.
Janice Montanez.
Julia Christina Levine.
Michelle L. Royce.
Amy J. Murphy.
Sarah Ann Whitney.
Brittany Elise Bermudez.
Zoe R. Calamarakis.
Lene Schneider Trumley.
Laura Wyckoff.
Caitlin E. Elder.
Zamara Mateo.
Ruth Mareo.
Lisa Marie Brissette.
Samantha D. Taylor.
Alina Roblero.
Megan L. DeMary.
Dorina Pearson.
Carolina Swalowski.
Mary Jo E. Taylor.
Ina Vok.
Elizabeth Resto.
Amanda R. Erickson.
Yesenia Vizcara.
Ramatulai Kanu.
Lisette Capo.
Mebal Kamede Jumba.
Catherine Fitzgerald.
Christina Noel Conan.
Elizabeth Ashley Mickelson.
Vanessa Sanchez.
Rachel Ann Madsen. I know.
Amber Capri Shepherd.
Rachel Catherine Roy.
Crystal R. Novak. Sarah Abdul Baki.
Danya Vadakepat.
Marwa Baki.
Rachel Welgus.
Shannon C. Hastings.
Andrea Fortier.
Kelly Poremba.
Daniela Lopez Munoz.
Benito C. Lopez III.
Michelle Haspeslau.
Robin A. Delcamp.
Devin R. Clement.
Kimberly Lee.
Katarina Bannon.
Ashley Fanoof.
Janae Germain.
Ashley L. Douglas.
Jennifer L. Simone.
Katarzyna Midura.
Crystal Hardo.
Rachel H. Fournier.
Amanda Santinello.
Kelly Rose Kowalczyk.
Megan Maureen Murray.
Kyle M. McNamara.
Natalia Pishniak.
Adrian N. St. Marie.
Despina Maria Hotsis.
Stephanie D. Feliciano.
Sarah E. Rivet.
On the yellow line. Erasmo Ruiz.
Samantha L. Depre.
Yep. Jason Reyes.
Alicia Marola.
Ferenza I. Davis.
Abigail Wingfield.
On the yellow. Sharika D. Allen.
Sarah Malcheski.
Denise O. Jones.
Daniel Richard Thurian.
Allison Wasinski.
Ashley L. Picard.
Shanice S. Velasquez.
Elisa Lauren Sosha.
Felicia S. Rideout.
Alexia E. LaRose.
Jasmine J. Baymon.
Morgan N. Andreski.
Jennifer M. Fortune.
Stephanie D. Hall.
Amanda Diaz.
Carissa C. Rabine.
Alyssa M. Fletcher.
Natasha C. Perez.
Bridget M. Nunes.
Neil Evan Roy.
Edwin J. Torres Batista.
Eric E. Arsenault.
Kairisha Rana Magar Rai.
Andrea N. Geddes.
Paris Wamboy Ndegwa.
Elizabeth A. Wilson.
Josephat Kimathi.
Natalie K. Drucker.
Laura Colomb.
Cody A. Forrest.
Jenna Kate Powers.
Brittany Edgerton.
Emily P. DiMuzio.
Tatiana Makushka.
Bradley W. Ellis.
Victoria Freitag.
David M. Montemagni.
Thomas G. Devane.
Zachary Evan Benoit.
Nicole M. Roy.
Timothy P. Dunn Jr.
Emily May Alabosic.
Jason M. Metz.
Nicole E. Howie.
Vanessa M. Planzo.
Natalia Gonzalez.
Marie R. Brown.
Danielle Nicole Holmes.
Walkiria M. Davis.
Kirsty Nancy Bailey Shaw.
Asia M. Wise.
Denny Pena.
Natalie Pizarro.
Joshua A. Bednaz.
Matresely Elizabeth Medrano.
Gianni Kofer Smith.
Lisa Vufk.
Colin Robert Iman.
Vitaly Kripikov.
Mario D. Andino.
Christina L. Manuel.
Adam Tiago.
Yelena A. Timoshenko.
Kalara Gitin Gu.
Yulia Belashev.
Daria Bendarchik.
Ahrar Aldubasi.
Naila Marie Beadle.
Jenny Thu An.
Sarah Elizabeth Mauser.
Wayne Allen. Sundus Raymond. Holly Hozempa. Amanda Ahmed Alkam. Bilal Kadir. Spencer Newton. Alicia De Sestroni. Derek S. Colby. Layla Al-Dawood. Fat Gia Tu. Trung Bo. Laura M. Tompkins.
My congratulations to the graduates. You may move your tassels to the left. Before the conclusion of the ceremony, we have some housekeeping. I would like to remind the graduates that they must return immediately to the exhibition hall to meet with their program chairs. We also ask the audience to remain in place as the recessional leaves the arena floor and the faculty forms a walk of honor to congratulate the graduates at the arena exit. After the graduates meet with their program chairs, they will rejoin their parties outside of the building. This concludes the 51st commencement exercises. Thank you and good evening.
One, two, one, one.